So everyone wants to know what will happen to Bitcoin. Right now, we are between a rock and a hard place because we are not sure of the uptrend has been broken. That's one thing. The second thing is that we are not sure if we failed this spot right here, the prior higher low that we had. If we fail that, then that's a false breakout and we'll go even lower. And if we go even lower than that fully, then we'll spend the rest of the year below 24k Bitcoin and maybe all the way back to 18. The third thing is, let's look at the moving averages for Bitcoin. What we see right here is that the 200 day, not the green one, the orange one is the orange one is a 100 day. The red one is the 200 day moving average. It sits around 27,700. Right now we have touched 27.4 and we are around 27.1. We probably might see a test of this level right here, the red line. This is a 200 week moving average. It's an important line and it has acted in the past as a line in the sand in a way, because we have used it as a resistance, as a support line. Look here, as a support line all the way back those years, but let's check the latest years. 2020 support line kinda. 2022 June, last summer, kinda as a resistance. Then we went below it as a resistance, even lower, and then we used it a couple of times as support, but now we are all the way here now, where we used it already once as a resistance and now we're about to retest it. It looks like we're going this way for the 200 week moving average. When Bitcoin, one thing I should definitely tell you is that these are good times to buy for the long term. Imagine buying here when Bitcoin was 4,300, you'd be a millionaire by now. Imagine buying here when Bitcoin was 10k. You would have a 3x right now. So these are good times to buy for the long term. That's one thing. When we are below the 200 week moving average, I use it as an index to how big my positions are, my buys. I buy all the time, but if we are below this line, I buy even more. That's one line I watch all the time. The second line I watch very often is the realized price of Bitcoin. Now, when it comes to the realized price, there is more room to go on the downside. This is a line we have used as well, and sometimes we touch it just before we go even higher. Again, somewhere here, again here. Right now we are in the midst of a bear market. Look at that, and we are kind of above it, so it looks like we are in the clear, but maybe we'll touch it one last time before we go higher. Nobody knows. Maybe we are oh, and the lines are turning blue. These are the days until the halving. Yeah, days until next halving. Look at that, I didn't notice that the colors matter in this chart. So because the lines are even are getting bluish, it means that we're getting even closer to the halving. So we have those big things happening as well. Bitcoin ETF coming soon, the halving coming soon, and we are getting to the times where Bitcoin is going blue before it goes off. Look at that, what happened the prior cycle. We touched it before we went even higher, but we had the pandemic, of course. I don't think it's that plausible that we'll have a pandemic again, but it's not entirely impossible that we can test it again. Now the realized price sits at 21.3k. Those are the two big indexes I see for Bitcoin. So that gives me hope that we're getting bluish again when it comes closer because we come closer to the halving. If we drop below 21k, I'm buying even higher, even bigger positions. That's what you should know 100%. So we have all those things happening. What we need to do is keep waiting to retest maybe the 200 week moving average around 27.7 and then see what will happen. The image that I see right now is not that good, I have to be honest, but I know that the longer term, the bigger picture is good, so I don't mind that much for the longer term. You can worry short term, not play on leverage or margin. I don't do that stuff. I hold my positions on spot, but yeah, the future looks bright and I'll keep DCAing into Bitcoin even now in smaller positions. I want it to go back to 25k for now and maybe even lower, but yeah, these are great prices still for the long term. That's all for Bitcoin right now. That's what I expect for it. I think it will be tough for us to go even higher now that early. Thank you for watching this video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.